Hey, what's up guys, it's Fiction here, and today I'm just going to do a quick review on the Tachyon Ops HD Helmet Cam, also known as the world's smallest HD helmet camera. Now this is pretty much everything you'll get in the box. Everything you see here will come in the box. And to start off with the small things, of course you'll have the instruction pamphlet and the safety tether. Of course it comes with the USB cable, charging the camera, moving the videos from the camera to the computer. And this camera does come with 3 different mounts. The first one is the clip mount, which you use to clip onto the bill of your hat, on a jacket, on your tactical vest, the straps on a goggles. You can actually get pretty creative with this mount. It is adjustable. It does swivel around. It does raise and lower. And it will come with the appropriate hex key used to loosen and tighten up the screws. The second mount you will get is the tripod mount, which is pretty self-explanatory. You just put the camera on there and you mount it on a tripod. The last mount is the contour mount, which you use for helmets and face masks. And what comes along with the contour mount is a strip of dual lock, which you just simply cut up the pieces that you need in the size that you need it, mount it to the surfaces, the helmet surface, whatever, and they lock on themselves like that. It's pretty much just a super Velcro. It's actually pretty useful. And lastly, you will get the impact armor. It will protect against BBs, paintballs, gravel, you name it. And then of course the camera. Now this is a nifty little camera. It's quite durable. It's very lightweight, just a few ounces. It's affordable and it's small. Now as you can see right here, it is 3/4 in length and 1/4 in width. It's really small. Now it does catch audio surprisingly well. I wasn't expecting that. Transition from indoor to outdoor and vice versa isn't bad at all. It's actually quite decent. But depending on what you're doing, it's really not gonna matter. This is actually a very versatile camera that can be used for a multitude of activities, and the mounts actually allow the camera to be attached in all sorts of ways. Now there are optional gun mounts you can use, and you have to purchase them separately, and you know they're quite useful. This camera is not waterproof, and I haven't been able to find any kits. I haven't been able to find any accessories that allow you to use it in water. So if you're looking for a camera for water-based activities, then I would stay away from this one. Now this camera shoots in HD at 720p at 30 frames per second. Just because it's not 1080p, don't let it fool you. Like, the picture quality is actually quite astonishing. Now there are 2 different features you can use this camera for. One is for video recording and the other is for time-lapse photos, which are taken in periods of 2 seconds. So every 2 seconds it will take a photo. The lens on this camera, I believe, are 125-degree wide-angle lens, so it captures a good amount of what's in front of you. Now this model that I have in my hands is actually the new and improved model with a longer lasting battery. It's stated to last with over 4 hours on a single charge, compared to the older models, which were, I believe, 2.5 hours. Now the last thing about this camera that you need to know is that it does not come with an SD card. You actually have to buy a micro SD card separately. For airsoft use, 16 gigabytes will be plenty of enough memory for you to record your games. Alright guys, just to show you quickly the buttons and switches on the back of the camera. First off, you're going to have the big power button in the center, which you press and hold to turn on and start recording, and then you press and hold a second time to turn off and stop recording. The flap here that you open will uncover the charging port and the micro SD port. The switch to the right is the unlock and the lock switch. You keep it unlocked if you want to be able to stop and start recording in intervals. If you switch to the lock position, it will make it so you can't stop or start recording. So you're gonna want to keep it unlocked. The switch to the left is video recording and the time-lapse photos. Just switch it up for the video recording, switch it down for time-lapse. It's a simplistic camera. You really don't need any experience to use it. And there you have it, guys. Hope you enjoyed watching the video. Hope it helped. Thanks.